In today's video, we will be ranking Levi's top 10 fights in Attack on Titan. Let's get started. Number 10, Levi's appearance. Only a few episodes in, we got to see Levi for the first time. At that time, he was just a badass guy who had a talent for killing Titans. At that time, we didn't know just how much we would grow to love him. The scene where we first got to know Levi was his very first fight. Only a perfect fight could have introduced him, and in my opinion, his introductory fight definitely did him justice. I mean, suddenly, he went from the rude guy we didn't notice to the guy we wanted to know all about. In this fight, Levi appeared out of nowhere to save Eren, and let's be honest, that happens a lot in the anime, doesn't it? Anyway, Eren gets defeated by 2 Titans and is about to get eaten when out of nowhere, the one and only Captain Levi shows up and gives the Titans a fight that they were definitely not ready for. It was a jaw-dropping fight, not only for us, but for Eren, Mikasa, and Armin as well. Number 9, Levi meets Erwin. Levi is the strongest soldier in the Survey Corps. We all know that. But how did he end up there? If you've watched the bonus episodes about his past, I'm sure you know that, but if you didn't, go watch them right now because his backstory is definitely worth knowing. These bonus episodes also include one of his best scenes, the moment when he met Erwin Smith. I don't know about you, but since the start, I always wondered why Levi respects and admires Erwin so much. If you know Levi, you'll know he's the kind of guy who does what he wants, but in front of Erwin, he never says no. Well, that's because when they first met, Erwin actually saved Levi's life. Levi and 2 of his friends used to be criminals living in the underground, and in this scene, the Survey Corps, including Erwin, finally catch him. However, instead of killing them or sending them to prison, Erwin convinces Levi to join them. Just like all of us, Erwin was totally impressed with Levi's skills as well. Erwin really didn't give him much of a chance though, but regardless, we're all thankful to Erwin for making Levi end up with the Survey Corps. Number 8, Levi vs. Kenny, Round 2. Throughout the season, Levi was so desperate to kill Kenny, and we were cheering to see him dead. So in this scene, he finally managed to get it done. Levi's squad went into the caves to save Eren, and they had to fight Kenny's squad to do it. The overall fight was amazing, but to add to it, we saw a 1v1 between Levi and Kenny. Even though Kenny managed to trick Levi at the start, obviously at the end of the day, no fight is too hard for Levi. He catches Kenny by surprise and severely injures him. Kenny manages to escape, but he later dies due to his injuries. Number 7, Levi's big decision.
You know what has to happen. Erwin gets the shot.
Yeah, most of Levi's finest moments are his fights, but let's mention one moment that isn't, since this scene is probably one of my favorite Levi moments. It was when Erwin and Armin were both dying. It was so emotional and suspenseful that we just couldn't keep our eyes off the screen. Levi had the Titan serum, and he had the option to save only one of them. Obviously, he wanted to save Erwin, but he realized that that would only bring him back to this cruel world. And just like all of us, Levi had tears in his eyes, but he decided to save Armin. Did he make the right decision? It's up to you to decide. Number 6, Levi vs. Beast Titan, Round 2. Deep in the forest of giant trees, Zeke manages to trick Levi and escape his imprisonment. This led to yet another thrilling fight between them, which left the Beast Titan defeated. Falling towards Zeke, Levi fires and hits Zeke's nape with 4 Thunder Spears before quickly detonating them, cutting Zeke's mangled and burned body from his Titan form. I mean, this time, from the looks of it, it seemed like Levi finally managed to kill Zeke. Obviously, that wasn't the case, but this fight was still one of the finest ones fought by Captain Levi. Number 5, Levi vs. Female Titan. One of the first Titan shifters we got to see in the anime is the female Titan. The first time it showed up, we were all confused and very scared. It killed many of Levi's closest friends, including his personal squad. It was a very sad moment, and to make it even sadder, it ate Eren as well. Thankfully, he was in her mouth and she didn't swallow him. Like many other scenes, Levi comes in out of nowhere to save Eren. I mean, it could be a great drinking game, just taking a shot every time an Ackerman swooped in to save Eren. Although the female Titan attempts to fight back, it begins to get overwhelmed by the barrage of attacks inflicted by Levi, allowing him to incapacitate her while gaining the chance to slice her Titan form's mouth and rescue Eren from within. Number 4, entrance to Liberio. Yes, getting to know more about Marley and its heroes in season 4 was great, but let's be honest, it was like a breath of fresh air when we finally got to see the OG characters. And like many other scenes, this one was to save Eren as well. Shot time, and seeing Levi after so long was just incredible. His entrance to Liberio was actually one of his finest moments. After the Jaw Titan sneaks behind and jumps on Eren's back, Levi takes note and goes to intercept it. The Jaw Titan tries to bite into the neck of the Attack Titan, but Levi severs the muscles in the left side of its face, rendering it unable to rip out the nape. Terrified Porco could just stand still and watch as other soldiers started engaging him as well. Number 3, Levi Rage Mode. Among all Levi's fights, we don't really get to see Levi's emotions a lot. He's not an open person, and he seems to keep his emotions hidden. He's always calm, and he calculates his every move. But at this moment, he just couldn't. Levi was separated from friends when they were outside the walls. Without him, Furlan and Isabel died by getting eaten by a Titan. Levi went in complete rage mode, slicing the Titan that killed them in over 100 pieces. Even though it was a sad scene, it was also one of his most stunning fights. Number 2, Levi versus Kenny. This is basically the fight between humanity's strongest soldier and the guy who actually taught him all his skills. It was the first time Kenny showed up, and we were all confused about who he really was. And to add to the confusion, Levi was so pissed to see him. It didn't make any sense. Well, obviously, we later found out the whole backstory and found out Kenny is his long-lost uncle who actually taught Levi everything he knows about fighting and survival. Levi shoots Kenny by aiming with the bottle's reflection, and this shot hits the chair Kenny is holding, but is still strong enough to throw him back outside, and Levi takes the opportunity to escape. This was probably one of the very few fights where Levi actually got injured, but even so, he ends up with a win. Number 1, Levi versus Beast Titan.
My name! What the?
On the top of our list is not just Levi's best scene, but probably the most iconic scene in the entire Attack on Titan series. The first fight between Levi and Zeke. I'm sure you all remember the first time Beast Titan showed up. We were all scared of what kind of monster this was. I mean, he threw rocks and killed so many of our favorite characters. Whenever we saw him, it gave us goosebumps, and we just prayed no other character we loved died. And the worst part was, it seemed like no one could ever defeat this monster. But at the end of the day, nothing was impossible for Captain Levi. Even the monstrous Beast Titan seemed to be nothing in front of him. This is one of those fights that literally gives you chills down your spine. I mean, the way Levi brought down a gigantic ape with little to no effort, man, it was perfect. I don't know about you, but this is one Attack on Titan scene that I can never get tired of. And with that, we come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys next time.